Hey guys, today I'm going to show you what I do with frozen ground beef in the Instapot. I know you think probably, why doesn't she just let her ground beef thaw out? But I used to never buy ground beef and freeze it because I do not like the texture. Once it has been frozen, it just seems like it's mushy. It doesn't stand up anymore. It doesn't have a good texture. And so I've always bought my ground beef and just cooked it right away. But I live at least 30 minutes from any store, and this is real inconvenient for me not to be able to freeze my meat and use it. So I found that if I put it, freeze it and then put it in the Instapot, then I can cook it and it still keeps its texture. It's still just as good as if I bought it fresh. And so I'm going to show you how to do that today because I didn't find any videos about this, and so I was like, I'm just going to try it, see how it goes, and then if it works out, I'll share the video. If it doesn't, I'll just throw it away. But it worked out really well, and I've done it a few times, and I've made spaghetti, tacos, and different things. But I'm going to show you how to do it today. And anyway, we're going to go over here, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. Okay guys, here's my ground beef, and as you can see, it's about 2 pounds of meat, and it is frozen solid. It's just a big chunk of meat. And so anyway, I'm just going to put that in. Just stick that in there. And the meat is going to have some ice in it, so that's going to produce a little bit of water, but I'm also going to go ahead and put about a cup of water in there with it. And I'm gonna actually be making spaghetti tonight. I've done this with tacos, and it's worked out really well. I've done it with spaghetti before, but what you're gonna do is you're gonna thaw your meat out and partially cook your meat, and then we're gonna go back in and we're gonna brown the meat in the pot. So if there's any extra juice or anything, we're gonna drain that off after we cook it. We do it for 15, we're gonna do this for 15 minutes. And so I'm going to go in here and I'm going to put my lid on. I'm going to make sure it's in the right position. Okay, and then I'm going to do manual setting, and I'm going to take it down to about 15 minutes. Okay, and so in about 15 minutes, it's not going to be all the way done. It's going to be pretty done, but we're still going to need to brown it and cook it all the way through. So we'll be back in 15 minutes, and I'll show you what else I'm going to do with the meat. Okay, we just got it down from our 15 minutes, and now I'm going to go ahead and release the pressure. Okay, and as you can see, we released the pressure and it's come down. And I'm going to go ahead and turn this off for right now. And I'm going to open my lid and see what I've got. And it's going to be kind of hot, so just excuse the fog. I don't know if you can see it very well, but you can see that I can break it up now. And it's partially cooked. It's probably, got some in the middle that's still raw, but that's not going to matter because we're going to go ahead and we're going to cook it down. Alright, but first I'm going to take this. Now that I broke it apart, I'm going to take it and I'm going to go ahead and drain the meat. Okay, this is my meat. I've already drained it all, washed it off really good. I don't like any grease in my meat at all, so I just went ahead and broke it up and washed it off. And now I'm going to add it back in. I actually put some onion in the pot, which I'll show you that, and I started it browning, and I'm going to put it in with the meat since I am making spaghetti. Okay, I turned it back on and I put it in on saute, and then I added my onion. I added just a little bit of olive oil so the onion won't stick to the bottom, and you can see I'm browning my onion. I'm going to get it about where I want it, and then I'm going to add my meat back into it. Okay, I've got my onion in there. It's kind of translucent now, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put all the meat back in. And I'm just going to mix it up. And I'm going to brown this meat. And I'll let you know once it gets done. I just make sure I chop it up really, really fine. But once it gets done, I'll show you what it looks like. Okay guys, I've got my onions cooked. My meat is nice and brown. I've cooked it all. There's no pink anywhere. We like our ground beef well done. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to add a little salt. And I'm going to add a little pepper. And I'm going to throw in my spaghetti sauce. I'm going to mix all that up. Really good. And I'm not going to cook the noodles in the pot because my husband, he likes the thinner spaghetti noodles. He doesn't really care for the thicker noodles, and in my opinion they get a little bit too mushy in there. So I'm just going to, what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to turn off the pot, but I'm going to cover it back up, and that is just going to let the spaghetti sauce just, you know, warm up and simmer for a little bit. And then once I get my noodles done, I'll just pour the spaghetti sauce on top of the noodles, and my dinner's done. And so all in all, you know, you have to, of course, make time for bringing it up to pressure. But all in all, after the 15 minutes after it came down, I just quick release and probably cooked it maybe another 7 minutes until it was completely brown. And of course I cooked my onion in there. So, and then that's all it is to it, and that's from frozen, all the way from frozen to fully cooked. So guys, I hope you enjoyed my video, and I hope that this will help you maybe be more apt to buy ground beef and freeze it if you need to do that, because if you're like me, you can't get to the store every 5 minutes. I don't live where you can just drive, and you've got to go at least 25-30 minutes to any store. And so this helps me a lot, and also I don't have to think about it in the morning. I can just, when I get ready to fix it, I can fix it and be done in no time. So anyway, I hope you guys liked this video, and if you did, please click like, and you can subscribe to my channel. I would appreciate it.